and welcome to qualifying for the Ultimate Formula Cup. It's round 3 at Hockenheim, and we're looking forward to seeing who is on pole position ahead of this afternoon's race. My name is Claire Cottingham here at Hockenheim alongside Chris Stevens as well. Chris, welcome. Nice to have you alongside me.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing these single-seaters out on track. This makes the Formula Renault cars and the Formula 3 regional category machines as well, which should suit this circuit very nicely indeed. Yeah,
we have different categories, of course, for the Formula Cup. We have 13 inches and we have the 17-inch tyres out there, as well as the Formula Renault category as well. So lots of different qualifying going on out there, as well as Formula Renault 2 as well. So plenty of action to get underway. We've got some new racers out there as well in Arthur Agaton. He took part in Paul Ricard and got 3 4th places, and so he's back for this weekend. And we've also got Robert Prince as well, who is racing in the 13-inch tyres. We don't have the championship leader, however, who is Maris Mezard, who is not racing this weekend here. So Enzo Richer, who was originally racing in a different category, who's now racing in the 13-inch category, has the chance to take the championship lead. So it's all to play for Enzo Richer here today. And this is one of the newbies, as I mentioned, car number 83, who's Robert Prince, who is making his debut this year in the Ultimate Formula Cup. So interesting to see how he gets on out there, as well as Arthur Agaton, who missed last time out. So Enzo Richer already starting to light up the boards, as you would imagine, as they all kind of just find their way around there and warm up their tyres a bit, as single-seaters tend to do. And got quite a small class. We've only got 10 cars out there, but it gives them a lot of space to get a real flying lap in round here once they get up to temperature and get up to speed.
Right, and so Richer's wasting no time at all. Already put in 1:44.1. Going for broke in the early stages of this session. As we take a look at Aubin. Robert Prince there in 83. Reminiscent of the golf livery.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
it's just missing the logo.
I know. I saw it in the pit lane earlier, and I thought, it's a beautiful
oh, it does have the logo on it. It's on the back there.
I think it does. Yeah.
Yes.
So there'll be a 20-minute session to decide who's on pole position for this afternoon. And like we say, with the timing screen there, you see Enzo Richer is already over a second faster than Frédéric Billon, who is in second at the moment in the Graduate Cup. Enzo Richer is also a rookie out there. He's had an incredible start to the season so far, which has been amazing to see, especially since he moved to a different class as well. He managed to pick up a win in the 17 inches in race 1 and 2, 1 and 3 rather, in Paul Ricard, as well as a win in the 13 inches in his first race in Portimao a couple of weeks ago as well. So definitely one to watch. Arthur Agaton here, he was the one that is racing this weekend for missing out on Portimao, and so he's back this weekend. It's nice to see.
Usually he had 4 or 3 fourth place finishes.
He did have 3 fourth place finishes.
How annoying!
Yeah,
just missing out on the podium. Hopefully he'll crack it this weekend.
Yeah, he's one of the youngest on the grid. He's only about 16 years old, and he moved up from karting only recently, heading into the Formula Renault 2.0, which I assume he's with again this weekend. Just have to check on the entry lists and see exactly. Yes, still Formula Renault.
Yep, class pole as well at the moment.
Yeah, speedy. Yep. So we've got 10 cars out there then, all looking to fight for the fastest time. We had some great racing last time in Portimao. If you missed out on watching it last time, we had was it the second race was an absolute cracker, and we had a 4-way fight at the front. which was great to see. And a man that's just set the fastest first sector is winner last time out in Portimao, Juan Francisco Soldevini, who managed to not actually lead a lap, but still win last time out in an incredible finish. And I say, if you haven't seen that, I think it was race 3 actually, so do make sure it was, race 3. Then do make sure you go and check it out because it was brilliant. He set the fastest second sector as well, so I'll have to wait and see if he can better the time of Enzo Richer, who's on a 1:40.4.
That's the benchmark time at the moment, and Enzo Richer has been going absolutely gun-ho since the light went green at the start of the session, but now Soldevini is showing his hand. Fastest in the first 2 sectors. Let's see how he goes when he gets over the timing line. He should be coming up to it quite shortly.
Yeah, he's actually down in the 3rd sector, so he's actually only best time for 3rd at the moment.
But he's 2 seconds off. He must have really had a bit of a stinker there in the stadium section.
Yes, interesting. So obviously had an issue out there. Also one of the young drivers as well. So let's see if anyone can better what Enzo Richer is bringing at the moment. Didn't you say you had a conversation with his dad the other day?
I did, yes. Yeah, bumped into him in a GT race, interestingly. It was sort of helping out, and was not expecting him to say, oh, yes, my son races in the Ultimate Cup.
That's
you know,
great.
yeah, Enzo Richer.
It's a family affair. That's the main thing. Right, 11 minutes left on the clock. Brilliant for these drivers to just get out and get a feel for the circuit as well, as we follow Juan Francisco Soldevini, looking to get pole position here. Hasn't had pole position at all so far this season. It's been Marius Mezard mostly taking pole position in Paul Ricard, and then Adrian Klosmanil, who was part of a Hollywood film last time we were here as a actor. We had some Netflix filming with us, which was incredible to see. And then Enzo Richer is the other one with pole position as well. So Frédéric Billiot only enough for 4th place there. He's been racing this whole time, both Paul Ricard and in Portimao.
Just at halfway through the session, it's still Enzo Richer leading the way by some 1.2 seconds over Aubin Robert Prince. And, yeah, not seeing that time from Soldevini yet either, the Alpine Virage car. So he's had a slightly slower lap last time around. Still just under 10 minutes left on the clock, so plenty of time for him to gather that one up.
So an important thing for Frédéric Billiot as well is with Marius Mezard not here, who is leading the 13-inch class, he also has the chance to take the lead if he could. Marius Mezard is on 140 points and Frédéric Billiot is on 86. So with Mezard not here, it's a brilliant chance for some others to try and take the championship. If you win in the 13 inches, you can win entry fees into the Prototype Cup. Second time I've done that today. Get my teeth in for the Prototype. So obviously there's a lot on the line to win that championship, and Enzo Richer is looking to do that. Juan Francisco Soldevini is once again set the fastest first and second sector. It was the 3rd sector that caught him out last time, so let's see if he crosses the line and manages to take pole position away from Enzo Richer. It's got 2 seconds to find on Enzo. He's coming, we're following him now.
And does go top.
It does go top by over a second. So he obviously got it together in that final sector as he comes around turn 2 into 3 now and takes provisional pole position. So impressive stuff from Juan Francisco Soldevini. It's obviously picked up a lot of confidence from his win last time out, and it was some fantastic racing. And especially from someone like Soldevini himself, who managed to watch all the action happening in front of him and then just managed to pip the win just at the end. It was, yeah, brilliant, brilliant to watch. So 8 minutes left on the clock. see what everyone else is doing. So Juan Francisco Soldevini is in pole position at the moment, in provisional pole position. Enzo Richer in the 13 inches, as well as Soldevini is second at the moment, and rounding up the top three in the 13 inches is Alban Robert Prince, who is doing very impressively considering he wasn't in Paul Ricard. And then in fourth place at the moment is Alain Boucher in the Formula Renault 2.0, as well as Arthur Agaton. Frederick Billow has dropped down to our timing screen, has for some reason not showing us the numbers anymore, so he's fallen down to, I think, 6th at the moment, 7th rather, can't do the maths. So can anyone better that time from Soldevini of a 1:39.1, which Enzo Richer is about over a second behind. So let's see what he can do. He's out on a, not on a flyer at the moment. It's his personal best, but it's not fastest overall.
That could lower the benchmark still for Enzo Richer. 6.5 minutes left on the clock, and he is on course to at least close in on that 1.3 second deficit to Juan Francisco Soldevini. I'm just watching, I think it was Thierry Mulham come across the timing line. Nope.
So let's see what Enzo Richer can do in that final sector, and he's actually down. So he's slightly cut it to 0.8. So it's under a second now is the gap between Juan Francisco Soldevini and Enzo Richer. And we've got, oh, that looks like the...
it's the golf cart.
Yeah, that looks like it's our newbie, Alban Robert Prince, I think. I'd have to just see the front in the, number 83, unfortunately. He's beached it.
That was third fastest, and that's down at the last corner. Heard some tyre squeal, and wow, red flag out to get that cart recovered from the gravel trap.
Shame. That's a real shame. He just pushed a little bit too hard, didn't he, just at the end there. So that's the piece of paper that I've been looking for ages. Juan Francisco Soldevini, he's only 17 years old. So born in 2007, and he's actually raced alongside Antonelli, who maybe is going to be racing for Mercedes next year. All the rumours are going round.
I'd put money on it.
But it's his first season in the Formula Cup. So he's raced in Spanish F4, and he's raced in Formula 4 Brazil as well, and F4 Italy. Unfortunately there is car number 83, who is Alban Robert Prince, who is our... He's just stuck there, isn't he, now? It's always annoying. You can't get out at the moment. So red flag is out with, at the moment, Juan Francisco Soldevini in provisional pole position. To see if we can remove Alban Robert Prince out of the gravel.
Second delay to the time. So last corner.
Oh yes.
Second delay to the timetable that we had. We had a red flag out in the Ultimate GT Sprint Cup qualifying for issue down at turn 1 that also required some tyre barrier repair as well. So now it's second delay. So this session actually started a little behind schedule and will finish even further behind schedule by the looks of it. Because we have, 5.5 minutes left on the clock, just coming up to 3:30 local time. And next is a Ferdinand Cup race that's due to start at 1:45.
Slightly pushes everything back a little bit as we see Juan Francisco Soldevini in the pits there, just waiting to see how long we got left on the clock. 14 minutes. 5 minutes.
5.5 minutes.
5.5 minutes. Looked at the green, not the... I looked at the countdown, not at the count up. So we will... Session's not going to be resumed. So that's how we're going to stay to get a bit of extra time, I think, here. So it will be Juan Francisco Soldevini who starts the race this afternoon on pole position after taking the win last time out in Portimao, the final race, and it will be Enzo Richer in second. They've got a championship battle underway, of course, as they're both racing in the Formula Renault 13 inches, and as well as Robert Prince, who is the man that's who was stuck in the gravel not so long ago, who is now going to be in third place, all in the 13 inches, and taking the lead for the Formula Renault is Arthur Agaton, who will start in fourth place, as we see Robert Prince there just making his way back to the pits to have a look at exactly what happened there. The car number 83 just following him behind. And in fifth place, it will be Alain Boucher. Frédéric Billion will be in sixth. Seventh will be Gilles Depierre. Walter Ricard, it will be in, I think, ninth place. 10th place will be Thierry Mahon, and Philippe Derrick will be rounding up the 10th, top 10 rather. It's going to be fascinating racing out there when these drivers get underway this afternoon, so do make sure you stay with us to watch the first race of the Ultimate Formula Cup, which will be taking place this afternoon, not long. It will probably be around 6 o'clock local time. If you are a French speaker as well, we've got the Ferdinand Cup, that race one will be getting underway very shortly, just after this session. So we have, if you're watching this on YouTube, head over to our French speakers and you can watch the Ferdinand Cup then, and then the Ultimate GT Sprint Cup will be getting underway before we round off the day of racing with these guys, the Ultimate Formula Cup. So there we have it. It's Juan Francisco Soldemini who has taken pole position here by 0.8 of a second. Enzo Richer is in second. You've got Robert Prince will be third. Agata will be fourth. And then, as you see there, in 10th place, it will be Philippe Derrick with Thierry Mahon, rounding up the top 10. So, excellent racing here.
Peu importe qui tu es, peu importe d'où tu viens, nous passons tous par les mêmes étapes. Décision. Travail. Concentration. Objectif. Peu importe ce qui se passe, reste concentré. Dans la difficulté, ne lâche rien. Crois en toi et crois en ce que tu peux accomplir. Ne te décourage pas. Il y a toujours moyen de réussir. Il y a toujours une solution. Tu peux le faire. Tu peux atteindre ta cible. Il n'y a pas de raccourci. Juste la volonté, le travail et un peu d'aide. 9 mm. Atteins ta cible.